Hi guys! So I'm going to be doing something a little different today, and I'm going to be talking about a handmade tale. I know I mostly do anime, but this TV show caught my attention since last year's Super Bowl. I haven't read the book. I started reading it. I'm 30% done with the book. I haven't reached the part that we're on right now. I'm sorry, my camera's all super shaky, you guys. I haven't reached the part that we're on right now, but I'm gonna get there. But this episode was so good, I had to do a video for it. I didn't want to do a video until after I finished reading the book, but this episode was too good. And then they end the episode with a Rihanna song. Come on. Let me cover your shit in glitter, I can make it go. Oh, tell me that you're trying to say. So there's a lot of things going on in this episode. It starts off showing Commander Waterford and Serena Joy leaving to Canada, of all places, because they feel like they can do a difference in making their world better. So they're gonna be leaving for a weekend, and they leave this douchebag in charge. I forgot his name, but they left some dude in charge, and Nick had to go with them, which sucks because it's hard. I feel like without Nick there, she's kind of like a sheep with wolves around her, you know? Like everyone's out to get her except for Nick. That's the way I see it. So as they were in Canada, June, Alfred, whatever you want to call her, June asked Martha, she asked the Martha if she can basically be the godmother to her child. Now, on the episode before, she was saying that she wasn't going to let her daughter stay in that country, that she would do anything and everything to get the both of them out of there together. She did go through that phase, though, where she was kind of, what's the word? Very submissive. There was a phase she had, and I think that's what made her come to this conclusion that she has to leave her child there. And so she asks her, and then she asks Aunt Lydia if she would be the godmother to her child, basically. And that little moment they had was really nice, because the way I see Aunt Lydia is that she sees them as her children. You know, she sees the handmaids as her children, to a point where she's hard on them, but she loves them. Like she tries to be reasonable as she can be in her position that she has. That's the way I see it. Yes, she does punish them, but that's out of insubordination. Am I saying that wrong? So that's the way I see Aunt Lydia. And that's why sometimes it's hard for me to... Is she being nice? I don't think she would let you get away with anything, you know? Like, she goes by the book. She just has sympathy for them, kind of thing. Ew. And then another thing that's going on, let's jump into Canada. When they arrive in Canada, jump back a little bit to when Mrs. Waterford is trying to convince the commander to leave her because it's the third trimester. She doesn't want to go. And when she gets to Canada, she's looking at everyone, and everyone's in the streets, and it's like she's starting to realize what she's lost, what she's did. But this whole episode is like she's fighting herself to feel that, even though she feels it. Like, I know I'm jumping far ahead, but on the part where she throws the matches in the fire, total opposite. When she threw her matches in the fire, I'm sorry guys, I know I'm like shaking the camera so much. It's just, I can't find the place to put my camera comfortably anymore. But so it seems like she's starting to feel what every woman feels. And because she used to be such a strong woman, it probably, you would think this would have got to her sooner. You know, this phase would have got to her sooner. But it didn't. And now it is. She saw that couple kissing and it seemed like she wanted to cry. Why? Because no one touches her like that no more. She craves a man's touch, like intimacy. You could tell that's what she craves. And because of that, when she saw the couple, she kind of felt like sorrow. It seems like she has sorrow because of that. But yet when the guy's talking to her, the guy at the bar is talking to her, she's still fighting for her country. And I love their back and forth when she's like, I wouldn't go against my country. And then he's like, I thought you already did. And that was just like, girl, he got you. You out. He won. That's it. That's why you're asking him to leave. I think it's very interesting that he also said that the main reason for infertility is the male. And the doctor, the OBGYN that was checking June, offered himself to her so that she would get pregnant, because most of the males are sterile. They're oppressing women for nothing, because the reason for it is because the reason for this whole mess is because they believe we're infertile when it's them that's infertile. You know what I mean. The good thing is, I really enjoyed the way he confronted him about the entire thing. How he just screamed, you raped my wife. And he's like, no, I didn't. You're just looking at it the wrong way. That was a show, I forgot. But he's like, my pants just fell off and I just landed on top of her. And so when Nick realized that that was June's husband, he delivered the letters to him. And I really thought he was gonna, oh my god. When Luke was like, she's pregnant from Mr. Waterford, and there was that pause. I don't know if it was a long pause. It felt long though, because I was like waiting for him to be like, no, I'm the daddy. That didn't happen. He lied, which is fine, because, you know, he doesn't really need to know. I'm sure June's gonna tell him in the future. Another thing I'm a little worried about is that his little wife did see those letters, and she's a snitch on him. She was gonna tell on him because she thought he was gay. Come on. She's gonna, if she hears about it, she's gonna tell. And because of that, Nick needs to leave. He needs to get out of there. He needs to take June and go to Canada and just stay there. So they make Commander Waterford and Serena Joy leave Canada because they leaked those letters. And Moira did that awesome gesture. I just loved it. When she stands in front of the car and she's like waiting for him. She wants him to look at her, and I'm just like, oh my god, you better freaking see her. And then she just stands still and he looks at her, and I'm just like, oh my god. Another thing, I love that all the signs are just names of women. Like, they all just say, my name is, my name is, my name is. That really got to me. Like, at first I was looking at it like a little confused, but that was a really interesting take on that, like how that would go down, how the protesters' signs would be. I really enjoy stuff like that. Hey guys, sorry I'm cutting into the episode, but I was remembering as I was editing that I forgot to bring up the part when Moira was excited because they were officially out of Canadian air, whatever. I'm really bad with words sometimes. But when Moira said that, everyone started singing the Star Spangled Banner. I like almost cried. I was like singing along. And sometimes we forget how much freedom we actually have. It's a beautiful thing, and for them to sing it out of sorrow, well, happiness for the win, but still sorrow because you have to have that little win, you know, to feel that. And I don't know, it's really touching. But yeah, all right, bye. When Commander Waterford, Nick, and Serena Joy get home, Nick goes into June's room and tells her what happened to the letters and explains to her that it was because of Luke. And she gets really emotional. And then he tells her about I can't say her name now. I just said it. And when he's talking about her, she gets really excited. And because she knows that, I think that's what gives her the strength to stand up and say that she wants her child to be out of there, not to stay there. And she's gonna, and this is why I'm saying that Nick needs to get her and take her to Canada. Like, who else, how else is she gonna get out of there? I think the song they picked at the end was perfect. That Rihanna song, I used to listen to it a lot. And then when the song's is perfect because she's talking about how when I look outside my window, and she's always looking outside her window. I'm dumb. I can get no peace of mind when I look outside my window. I can get no peace of mind. Let me cover your shit in glitter. I can make it go. Oh, I need to stop. But anyways, that was a really good episode. That was season 2, episode 9 of HandMaids. I always put the S in the wrong spot. HandMaids 10. And I will be doing a comparison between the book and the show when I finish the book. And hopefully I can catch up to where we're at by next week if I stay on reading with that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any comments or stuff that you want to add, just, you know, comment below, hit like and subscribe right there and right there. That would be awesome. I hope you guys have a really good week and a blessed day, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.